Hey, 49ers fans. We have some major updates coming your way as the team prepares for the divisional round matchup against the Seahawks on Saturday night. There's plenty to talk about, from injury news to potential roster moves, and, of course, the possibility of seeing one of the league's top linebackers back on the field sooner than expected. The buzz around San Francisco has been building, and today we're diving deep into every angle of this playoff journey. The biggest story right now revolves around All-Pro linebacker Fred Warner. After suffering a broken and dislocated ankle back in early October, the expectation was that his season was over. But the Niners have officially opened his practice window this week, giving fans hope that he could return at some point during the postseason. Currently, the plan is for Warner to sit out the divisional game against Seattle, but if San Francisco makes it to the NFC Championship game, that's when he's expected to be fully cleared to return. Opening the practice window means there's a chance, however slim, that if he's ready and the team decides to activate him, Warner could suit up for this weekend's matchup. Fred's recovery has been nothing short of remarkable. Just 3 months after a devastating ankle injury, he's back on the field in some capacity, taking part in walkthroughs and staying connected with the defensive game plan. The linebacker has dedicated countless hours to rehab, including time in the hyperbaric chamber and other intense recovery routines. His dedication is evident, and teammates, opponents, and fans alike have been impressed. Even Tyreek Hill, the Dolphins' wide receiver, took notice of Warner's rapid progress and publicly asked who's responsible for his incredible rehab. Warner's presence on the field goes beyond physical ability. He's the cerebral center of the Niners' defense. Prior to his injury, he was once again performing at all-pro level, putting together a season that had him in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year. His stats from the first 6 games were outstanding, featuring over 50 tackles, multiple tackles for loss, passes defended, and forced fumbles. Pro Football Focus graded him among the best at his position in both run defense and coverage, highlighting his ability to dominate all aspects of the game. If he's clear to play, the boost in both morale and execution for San Francisco could be enormous. Simply having him back on the sideline for walkthroughs ensures he's ready to step in seamlessly when called upon. While Warner remains the headline, there's also significant focus on wide receiver Ricky Pierce. He's listed as a limited participant this week, recovering from a PCL injury that has limited his availability. For a wide receiver, the PCL is crucial given the demands of cutting, accelerating, decelerating, and changing directions on the field. Pierce's ability to stretch the field vertically and create separation has been a critical part of the Niners' offensive game plan, and his return, even in a limited capacity, could greatly impact how San Francisco attacks the Seahawks defense. Throughout the season, we've seen what Pierce can do when healthy, producing explosive plays and consistently threatening defenses downfield. San Francisco's offensive game plan heavily depends on weapons like Pierce, especially in high-pressure playoff games. In his absence, others have stepped up, including Demarcus Robinson, who had a breakout performance in the wild-card round with multiple key receptions and a touchdown. Robinson has the size, hands, and field awareness to make plays in this Kyle Shanahan offense, but having Pierce back in the mix would open up even more options for the quarterback. It's a delicate balance of managing injuries while maximizing the team's talent as the postseason progresses. On the defensive side, the Niners have also been exploring potential roster adjustments to address recent injuries. With George Kittle sidelined for the year due to an Achilles injury, San Francisco has worked out several players to fill gaps at wide receiver, safety, and tight end. Among them are Colton Dow, Derek Forrest, and Hayden Rucci, each bringing experience and versatility. These workouts highlight the front office's proactive approach to roster management, ensuring that the team maintains depth and flexibility as the playoffs heat up. The matchup against Seattle brings its own set of challenges. The Seahawks defense ranks among the top in the league across multiple categories, including points per game allowed and third down efficiency. Facing such a formidable unit, having key players like Warner and Pierce back, even partially, could significantly influence the game's outcome. For San Francisco, history provides confidence as well. In divisional round games since 2012, the team has maintained an undefeated record. Combining this track record with potential midweek activations of injured stars adds a layer of anticipation and excitement for fans. Throughout this week, the team's preparation has been intense. Short weeks after travel, condensed practice schedules, and constant adjustments have become the norm in the postseason. Players have been running walkthroughs, focusing on timing and positioning, and ensuring that every detail is dialed in before hitting the field. For a team with championship aspirations, the mental and strategic preparation is just as important as physical readiness. Players like Warner contribute to this process by maintaining awareness and reinforcing communication within the defensive unit. The Niners' path forward is full of both challenges and opportunities. With the potential return of elite players, strategic roster moves, and disciplined preparation, San Francisco is positioning itself for another deep playoff run. Fans are keeping a close eye on every update, and the energy around the team is palpable. Each practice, each announcement, and each decision could tip the scales in these high-stakes matchups, making this a pivotal moment for the franchise as they aim to keep championship dreams alive. As we look ahead to the divisional showdown against the Seahawks, the Niners are not just relying on star power. They're strategically managing their roster to ensure they have every possible advantage. Injuries are an unavoidable part of the game, but San Francisco's ability to adapt has been impressive all season. Players who have been sidelined are steadily working their way back, while younger or less experienced members of the squad are being given opportunities to step up and prove themselves in high-pressure situations. Fred Warner's return, even in a limited capacity, could dramatically change the dynamic of the defense. His leadership on the field is unmatched, and his understanding of opposing offenses allows him to anticipate plays before they fully develop. The Niners' defensive scheme relies heavily on communication and positioning, and having someone like Warner on the field, directing traffic and reacting in real time, elevates the performance of everyone around him. Even if he doesn't play the full game, the mere presence of Warner in practice and preparation ensures the defensive unit is operating at peak efficiency heading into Seattle. Ricky Pierce's status is another critical factor. Throughout the season, he has been one of the team's most explosive offensive weapons, capable of stretching defenses vertically and creating mismatches in coverage. His PCL injury limited his ability to perform at full speed, but his involvement in practice and readiness to contribute means the offense can deploy more complex schemes against the Seahawks. His ability to change direction and accelerate at top speed makes him invaluable in crucial third-down situations, where gaining even a few extra yards can shift momentum entirely in San Francisco's favor. While the team prepares its stars for a potential return, the Niners are also exploring deeper roster solutions. With George Kittle sidelined, San Francisco has evaluated several players who can step in to fill gaps at tight end, wide receiver, and safety. Players like Colton Dow bring size and speed. Derek Forrest adds experience and reliability in the secondary, and Hayden Rucci provides scheme familiarity and versatility. These workouts are more than just auditions. They are strategic moves to ensure depth, mitigate risk, and maintain the team's competitive edge in a single-elimination playoff environment. The Seahawks' defense is no small challenge, ranking among the league's best in points allowed, yards per play, and red zone efficiency. They are disciplined, physical, and capable of taking away key offensive threats, which makes every injury recovery and roster decision for the Niners even more significant. San Francisco will need precision in execution, smart decision-making from the quarterback, and contributions from both established stars and newer players to counter Seattle's defensive schemes. Every route run, every coverage assignment, and every blocking adjustment could be the difference between advancing and falling short. Special teams and situational football are also going to be critical in this matchup. The Niners have consistently relied on precise kicking, return coverage, and situational awareness to gain an advantage in close games. With the potential return of injured players, not only does the talent level increase, but the team's ability to execute under pressure becomes more reliable. Coaches have been emphasizing fundamentals in these areas, ensuring that no matter how the game unfolds, San Francisco can capitalize on opportunities and minimize mistakes. Another factor to consider is the psychological impact of having key players return. Fred Warner is more than just a top linebacker. He's a leader who inspires confidence in his teammates. The energy he brings on the sideline and in the locker room can be just as influential as his on-field production. Similarly, having Ricky Pierce active provides a boost to the offense, giving receivers more options and creating spacing that benefits the entire passing game. These emotional and morale boosts often make the difference in playoff games where momentum swings are decisive. The Niners' history in divisional playoff games also plays into their mindset. Since 2012, San Francisco has remained undefeated in this round, a streak that reinforces both confidence and discipline within the team. Players know what it takes to succeed under playoff pressure, and coaches have built systems that capitalize on both talent and preparation. Combining this experience with the strategic addition of returning players ensures that the team is not only prepared physically, but also mentally for the high stakes of postseason football. As the week progresses, the team's preparation is intensifying. Practices are being condensed due to travel schedules, making every drill and walkthrough vital. Coaches are emphasizing timing, spacing, and situational awareness, ensuring that players who are returning from injury are fully integrated into the game plan. Communication between offense and defense, along with adjustments based on film study of the Seahawks, is sharpening the team's overall readiness. The goal is to enter Lumen Field with clarity, confidence, and the ability to adapt to whatever Seattle throws at them. Looking at the broader picture, San Francisco's path through the playoffs depends on execution, preparation, and a bit of resilience. The blend of veteran experience, young talent, and the potential return of key players like Fred Warner and Ricky Pierce creates a dynamic environment where anything can happen. Every practice, every play, and every adjustment made this week contributes to the team's chances of advancing, and fans are rightfully buzzing with anticipation. It's the kind of intensity that defines playoff football, and the Niners are embracing the challenge head-on. Even beyond the X's and O's, the storyline of these players returning from injury adds another layer to the narrative. Warner's incredible recovery, Pierce's determination, and the strategic decisions by the front office all reflect a team that is focused, resilient, and adaptable. The playoffs are where legends are made, and San Francisco has the pieces in place to make a deep run. Every development this week will be analyzed, debated, and anticipated, as fans everywhere watch closely to see how the Niners respond to both adversity and opportunity. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The San Francisco 49ers are reportedly open to listening to trade offers for wide receiver Brandon Aiyuk, sending ripples of speculation through the NFL world. Sources close to the team suggest that the organization is exploring options ahead of the upcoming draft, and Aiyuk, a dynamic playmaker with a proven ability to stretch the field, could be at the center of a major offseason shakeup. Aiyuk, who has been a key piece of the 49ers' passing game since his arrival, has drawn attention for his explosive speed, route-running versatility, and knack for making big plays in critical moments. Yet, despite his undeniable talent, whispers indicate that the team may be considering a fresh approach to reshape the roster or acquire additional draft capital. While no formal trade talks have been confirmed, insiders hint that multiple teams are already circling, intrigued by the potential of adding a receiver of Aiyuk's caliber. His combination of youth, experience, and playmaking ability makes him a highly attractive target for franchises looking to upgrade their aerial attack without waiting for the draft. Analysts have begun to speculate about possible landing spots, with both NFC and AFC contenders reportedly monitoring the situation closely. The timing of this potential move adds another layer of intrigue. With the draft looming, the 49ers could leverage Aiyuk's value to address several roster needs, creating a ripple effect that might redefine the team's strategy in the coming years. Fans and pundits alike are left to wonder whether San Francisco is prioritizing immediate flexibility or a long-term roster overhaul. As trade rumors swirl, Aiyuk's future with the 49ers remains uncertain. One thing is clear. The possibility of seeing him in a different uniform before the draft is fueling conversations across social media, sports talk shows, and locker rooms alike. Should a deal materialize, it could be one of the most talked-about moves of the offseason, signaling a bold statement from the 49ers and shaking up the NFL's landscape well before the first pick is called. For now, all eyes remain on the Bay Area, where the 49ers front office quietly navigates a high-stakes decision that could redefine both the team's identity and Brandon Aiyuk's career trajectory. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.